Hey YouTube, we are back. This time we got a spicy one on our hands, and it's actually very competitive. It's got me to diamond easily. The deck is, I believe, 85 win percent right now at the moment. We haven't played that many matches with it yet because we're testing historic for next week's MCQ. But we've played something around maybe, I don't know, 8 to 9 games, something like around that area. But yeah, so it's a little spicy. It's a planeswalker mid-range, top curve kind of deck. But here's like the, deck overview. But if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post videos weekly. Um, Usually I have 2 to 3 videos a week up. Sometimes I might have more, sometimes I have less, depending on what it is. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And of course, down in the description below, you'll have the link to the deck list link to so you can see the deck. You can import it straight directly to Arena. You have the description of I guess what the deck does or how you're supposed to do it. You're gonna have the link to my Discord and stuff like that. I've just started a Discord if you want to join the Discord. But let's do a quick overview of the deck before we go into the matches. So what this deck is, it's literally just kind of ramps with omens, solemns into our planeswalker package. And so what we do is we kind of control the early game with removal. Since the main decks that are being played are for right now are Gruul, Food, Rogues, Teamer Ramp, a Doom, maybe Control Red, something like that. We want to control the early game interaction with our creature removal. So 2 Blood Shoes, could deal with the planeswalkers, creatures all at the same time. I'm running one into the Royal here because it's a good card in a sense that it's a semi-removal, but at the same time, it can bounce one of your planeswalkers back so you can recast it later. Like, so if you do like a minus Ugin, say -6, it has 1 loyalty, then you can use into the Royal, balance it back, and recast it in a following turn, bounce Solemn, get that effect again, you could bounce things back into your hand. So it's a one of. You could bounce obviously your opponent's permanents, a Henge or Ember Cleave or whatever the case. So it's a French card. We're trying it out, see how it works. So far it's been okay. It hasn't gotten in my way. It hasn't, it's a 2 mana removal at worst case scenario. 4 mana draw a card. We originally had 2 Jwari's Disruption, but this land came in tapped way too many times and it kind of got in my way sometimes. So I brought it down to 1 and I'm considering just taking it out and just maybe putting another land in play. But I think at 1 it shouldn't be too bad. It's okay, I guess. So we're gonna leave it at 1, see how it works. Of course, we're playing Omens because we have Yorions. We're in blue anyways. We want to bounce our permanents. So Yorion here is the purpose for Yorion here is literally to have like an 80 card pile. An 80 card pile is good against rogue decks primarily. And then on top of that, you're trying to put so much into the deck, you might as well play Yorion and play Blink effects so that way your deck has some synergy. Otherwise, we would just have 80 cards and then that doesn't really do anything. At least with Yorion, we can do some synergy with it and still keep an 80 card deck and it could still be competitive. So that's the reasoning for Yorion. Like if we try to cut this down to a 60 card deck right off the bat, we're going to be bad against, I mean, not bad, but it's going to be our rogue matchup is going to be a lot worse. So we have an 80 card version to make that matchup a lot better right off the bat. Then on top of that, like there's no way I can fit this many planeswalkers into the deck with this much removal and keep enough lands and ramp to make it a 60 card deck. So we have it as an 80 card deck. And like I said, 20 extra cards is not getting in my way. It's 85% win rate. It's doing great. So it's not gonna get in the way at all. I mean, you're not main decking any Yorions. You could, if you want, play 1 Yorion in the main deck since you do run a pretty decent amount of bounce effects. You have 4 Omens, 4 Tomes, you have Omen of the Hunt here, you have Solemn, you can balance your Planeswalkers after you use their minus effect. So if you want to cut a Elder Gargaroth for another Yorion, I could see that. I might even do that actually after my matches. I might cut it down to cut this to 2 and add a Yorion into the deck. They're both 5 mana anyways. So I could see that. The only problem that I may see would be the double blue versus the double green. But you're running a lot of blue anyways. You have 4 Trinomes, 2 Mysteries, 4 of these, 4 of these. You have Fable Passes to search out. So, and you have Omens and Solemns to get the double blue, so it shouldn't be a problem. Same thing with green. It shouldn't be a problem to get double green. Um, so but yeah, so 4 omens, obviously blue decks, you should be running those. We're running 3/3 here on our removal package because Eliminate's good against like control decks on the Crawling Barrens, where it's Heartless Act's useless because it only removes 2 counters. Their Crawling Barrens is 6, 7 counters or 8 counters, whatever it is, it won't do anything. But then again, Heartless Act also is good against like the Gruul decks because it kill Questing Beast, Love Struck, all those bigger creatures, I guess. Against food, it could kill a Troll King, whereas Eliminate can't do that. So we have a 3/3 split here to cover both aspects. And so we have 2 Blood Chiefs, 3/3. We're also main decking 2 Wilts here. And the reason why I added Wilt into the main deck is because, so if you think about the 5 decks, the main 5 decks that are being played, you have Gruul, Food, Rogue, Ramp, Teamer Ramp, and Doom. Gruul, Food, and Doom are all playing enchantments / artifacts that are relevant. Gruul is playing Henge and Evercleave, which are huge and they win faster or they get massive card advantage. Food has playing Trail of Crumbs, which is Oven and Henge. Once again, massive card advantage. And then obviously Doom is just all enchantments pretty much. So those 3 decks, Will is very good against them. In worst case scenario, you just use 2 mana to cycle this card. Like that's the worst case scenario. It's a 2 mana cycle. And if you play against control decks, killing off a Maze Tome very early is big because the only draw engine they run in control decks is Maze Tome pretty much. So this card I found very good. And in the matches that I play, this card was doing a lot against them. Like it did a lot. So 2 wilts in Urine Green is very good. So 2 wilts. Now we have 4 tomes as our draw engine. Life gain. It's a control deck, technically a tap out control. We have 2 ballas. It's a land, and at worst case scenario, it could grab us one of our planeswalkers back. But I mean, worst case scenario, it's a land. 2 omens because of Yorion. It could blink stuff. We get our lands in play. 4 extinctions, 1 shadow. That's our big removal package. I can see this maybe going to 3 and then maybe this going to 2. But I figure the 4 here is just better because it's 4 mana versus 5 mana. But this deals with everything versus this goes odd or even. So I could see a 3-2 split if you like. 3 Solemns, you cut this down to 2 if you want. 3 Solemns has been fine. It's been doing good. It's been ramping me, so get it early, Ugin, Garuk, turn 5 Garuk's pretty good, turn 7 Ugin's good, or if you do this turn 3, do this turn 4, you have a turn 5 Ugin, something like that. 3 Psalms has been good, 1 Shadow Verdict, 3 Gargrot's been pretty good against like Gruul decks, food decks. They can't really kill this guy for the most part. It takes a lot for them to kill it. Obviously they could like double block, triple block, but then you have these removals that you could deal with it. Orc Shark Typhoons, good for cycle, good against rogues. That's the reason why I have 4 in here. It's good against rogues because they attack with their flyers, you cycle. They're going to have to use a Drown in the Lock to kill it, which is very good for us. It takes away one of their counter spells. But yeah, so the deck is a Planeswalker, and here's the Planeswalker package. Originally, I had 3 Teferis. I cut that down to 2, added a Nissa. Nissa's pretty good because it could return back Solemn. It could return back Gargroth. If this goes into our discard pile, it could return Yorion back to the field. So worst case scenario, it's a win condition. 1 land's coming in play, you make a 3/3. It technically ramps you because you could tap the mana, use the plus effect to untap the mana, and then use the land to tap for something else. We have 3 Knight Ashiok's, super strong Planeswalker for 5 mana. Still their win conditions. We have 2 Garuks and 2 Ugins. This is to our top end curve. Garuk has, I haven't yet done the -6 effect because I've never needed to. I've always just used it to create creatures, destroy creatures. But if it ever got to that point, maybe with all the wolves and stuff. But for the most part, you're just using the 0 and the -3. If you get to the -6 effect, then great, but you're using it for the 0 and 3. It's a win condition. Ugin obviously just wiped the whole board. So, and then this is our sideboard. Cling against rogues, against Doom decks for Esper Dance. Dance of the Mans. Good against control. Chain Web is only there for rogue decks. Negates are there for like rogues and control and Doom. Heartless Axe, another one, just so we can have a little more removal after sideboards against the green type decks. Midnight Clock is there for this one primarily is only there for control and what's rogue decks. You can cut this, but I thought as a one of would be nice just because you're not really exiling your graveyard anyways, so your graveyard should be intact. Two Mystical Disputes is there for Doom against rogues, against control. Two Riders and Verdict. Once again, we added a little more removal in the sideboard to help us out against the green decks. Rider's good against dealing with Planeswalkers, Vivian, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the deck. Now let's go and get into the matches. Got to do that. Is it debating on Mazed Home or Solemn? Sorry, I forgot to start recording earlier, but we're already into the match, so hopefully things are still good. Results. Go ahead, opponent. We're at 3. We're beating down Esper Yorion. Treacherous Blessing. Yep. Get to draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. Skyclave, sure. That doesn't do anything here. You can't target my token. I'm gonna draw a card off this. And gain 4 life. Results. We have Wilt for Doom Foretold. If he happens to have it, I guess. I don't think I need either one of those. Shark Typhoon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure, we'll make a 7/7. Ugin plus here. Do some damage to him. And then Treacherous Blessing is going to start hurting him as well. Oh, okay. Let's go with game 1. So we're going to hit him for 11 here. Alright, so we bring in these. We bring in the Disputes. Ashiok Ratio, sure. Midnight Clock, maybe. Let's see how many dead cards we have. We have 3 Blood Cheese, Lemonades, Heartless Axe, Extinctions, Shadow's Verdict. Okay, so we have 6 more cards. So I guess that. Oozes. And Murderous Riders, I guess. Yeah. Take out our removal package and bring in our counter magic package. Take out our removal package. Bring in our counter magic package. How's everyone doing so far? So it's Super Brew Tuesday. Super Brew Tuesday. We are trying a Yorion Sultai Madness deck. Super Brew. Do I actually need that? Maybe not. Let's just keep that off. But those are the decks we were playing. We're going to play for tonight. We'll update it as we go, though. That way it's not clogging your guys' screen. All right, opponent, what you got? All right, we got lands. We don't have any dead cards anymore because we took them out. So hopefully, well, that's kind of a dead card. We have a turn 4 to Fairy to start dumping some stuff, I guess. That's another dead card. All right. 3, 6, 7. We can't even add Yorion to our hand because then we have to discard to hand size. Golden egg. Counter spell. No, it's another land. What's with all these lands? Put it on blue. Yeah, we can't even add Yorion to our hand. Yep. Oh my gosh, so many lands. Are you kidding me right now? I think we don't need the black, so let's just put that there. What's gonna suck is if he has Doom Foretold. We just get wrecked by Doom Foretold here. Because he gets rid of he gets rid of a spell here, and then he gets rid of Teferi. We use too many lands this game. It's fine. We still have game 3 left. 17 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, just gotta play a little quicker. I also have to be Doom Foretold. Yep, that pretty much destroys us.
Time to improvise.
That pretty much destroyed us.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
Okay. So that sucks. Discard to hand size maybe then. If I play this, Doom eats it. My graveyard's being exiled anyways, I guess, so. Pretty sure he sacks Golden Egg here and lets Nightmare resolve. Because last game he saw me grab something back from my graveyard. So I'm just going to discard the ooze here when it comes to it. Yep. Oh, wow. So I guess he wants to blink it. You would Yorion. Alright. Counter target spell, counter target activate, trigger ability, return target only from just something, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Yeah, he wants to blink it. He wants to draw a card. Well, the part that sucks is it's a token here too. I think I have to give up Yorion here. I could give up Ooze actually. Yeah, let's give up Ooze. Okay, I guess. Take action. We'll grab blue here. And then we'll use this to grab black. So that way we'll have double green, plenty of blue, and double black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The effect of the token I'll block. If he doesn't, let's see, well, maybe we'll cast Sky Noodle. Yeah, that Doom was really bad for us, unfortunately. Then again, we kept a, I guess, interesting hand. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess that's bait. So he knows these two cards. Alright, we'll just take another 4 here. We'll instead try to Epiphany, let him counter it, and then we'll see if we can resolve something. Yep. I know he has like a handful of counter spells, but we can't stop it. turn, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control and target permanent, target a non-land permanent creature and player. Yep, use your counter spell. Yep. It's like, yeah, this hand's just gonna be all counter spell, so alright. We're gonna try to Yorion blink some stuff. He has another counter spell here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sublime. I think it's fine. We could try doing it again with Sublime at end step. See if it resolves again. Or should I just go Yorion? I'm just gonna go Yorion. Yep. Three, 6, 7, 8. ECD. That's bad. 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, we gotta hope to draw Ugin and he have nothing. So let's see. It's Ugin or bust. This is our only way maybe to winning. Can't dispute this. We could block his creature, his fire, whatever, Yorion. 3. I guess the way he wins would be land Ugin or land Yorion. Or land, I guess. Will cost 4 mana. 5 mana. Another ECD. Alright, you got this one. Okay, we're not changing anything, so run it back. We drew a lot of lands there. He drew Yorion and a bunch of counter magic. Alright, this is fine. We have an early tome with the dispute. I don't think I need a second one. He runs blue spells, but not that many blue spells. And that's actually not too bad of a card for us. Ramps us up a little bit. That's a pretty good card too. Huh. Alright. Well then. Midnight clock, huh? Nah, too soon. Too soon. Too soon, Junior. Wow, he missed his land drop. He kept the what? Okay, we did pull one on the bottom. He kept a very risky hand. I bet you he has a bunch of counter spells in his hand or something then. Alright, so we're gonna play this. So that way we could do Omen and use Maze My Tome in the same turn. I think I just do this and make him discard. Yeah. He probably has a negate or dispute in his hand, so make him discard. Alright. Easy win. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Super Brew Tuesday. Super Brew Bugon. Bugon! I get to go first, Bugon. Aw, man. Well, we keep because we have this and this. It's good against rogues. We have a kill spell and a cycle. Bugon! Why do you have to be playing rogues? So he casts his creature, we kill it. I mean, it mills us some cards, but we kill it. Oh, that's what I don't have in my sideboard. Derpa derpa. Need to have cards against rogues. Derpa derpa. Forgot about that. All right. Yeah, we put this in play because it comes in tapped. We drew Heartless so we can kill whatever he plays. Let's go. I know you're gonna flash someone. Let's kill this one too. Matafaraway. Well, I'm glad that got milled because I can't cast it. I don't have double blue. Don't got double blue. I'm kind of slowing him down by doing that stuff. All right. So we'll get the cycle for 2 here. This we're gonna go grab a black with, so we could use castle, unfortunately, with another guild enforcer. 3 of them. This guy had 3 guild enforcers. We're gonna cycle and force him to use something against this. Otherwise, we just kill it. We'll take that block. Sure, that doesn't change anything. Interesting. Just wanted to mill more cards. Kind of weird. Alright, let's see if this gets countered. Probably will. It's amazing my tongue. Draws me a lot of cards. A lot of people are having success with this deck, but it's been too inconsistent for me. That it was blue black Yorion. Oh no, this is Super Brew Tuesday, so this is Sultai Yorion. Yeah, Garuks. Blue black Yorion's really good though. I have had some good success with it so far. I stopped playing it for a while, but let me see. What is my overall score with blue black Yorion? I haven't played it too much, but I have played it quite a bit. So, I mean, 73% win rate at the moment now with blue black Yorion. 11-4. So, not bad. All right, opponent, what are you looking for? What you looking for? What you digging? Unfortunately, I don't think I have something in my sideboard against rogues for this deck, which is kind of sucks. I don't expect much rogues, but I guess it is gaining some popularity again, so maybe I need to put something in my... Oh, Shark Typhoon would have been a nice card to draw. Maybe I need to put something in my sideboard against rogues again. Of 1 mine. Draw 2 cards. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This card got popular all of a sudden of 1 mine. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen it, so that's kind of interesting. I have double green, double black. I feel like I just go get another blue here. I'm gonna see if he wants to counter this. I mean, there's something he can do here because it's still on his turn. I'm seeing it a bunch in MTG Goldfish lists for Demir Rogues. Interesting. I guess the only human they can play is this guy though. So that's kind of interesting. Because this guy's human too. Never mind. So why did it cost him 3 mana then? He has a counter spell. These are big spells we don't want. Am I seeing something different? Why did this cost him 3 mana? Spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a human creature. Oh, and a non-human creature. Oh, I see. Human and non-human. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna throw out an extinction to call out even, see if we can get a counterspell out of his hand. So that's interesting, because then how many non-humans does he even? How many non-humans did they run? What, just the crab? That's a human. That's the fourth one. Come on, opponent. 4 in like the top 10 cards, top 15. Crab and Wind Robber are non-human. Ah, okay, that makes sense. All right, let's draw a card. Eliminate's a good draw. Land is not, but eliminate's a good draw. All right, we're gonna add Yorion to our hand. We're gonna try to force a counter spell and then drop an Ugin. If we drop an Ugin, for the most part, unless they have their Blood Chief, I think they only run maybe 1 or 2 of them. Unless they have Blood Chief, we just easily win with Ugin. So Black Ugin is very good against Esper Yorion decks, blue-black control decks. Into the story. I guess we'll try to kill it now. So Black Ugin is good against Esper Yorion decks, or just say Yorion decks in general. Control decks and like high mid-range kind of decks. The blue-black deck is good against, I would say, green decks and Yorion decks. I personally like the blue-black Yorion better, but the other one is pretty nifty as well. Just because I like counter spells versus hand disruption, so I like blue-black better than the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy has probably like all 4. He has probably like 4 or 5 counter spells in his hand. I don't think I'm resolving probably anything in the next 10 turns. I've gotten rid of a couple of his creatures, I guess. 4 Guild Enforcers and 1 of this guy. So that is kind of good for me, but luckily my deck is a lot of high haymakers, so eventually eventually something's gonna get through. And when that happens, then it's go time. Ooh, interesting. Do I want Bala? I think I want Bala. We get a Shark Typhoon or a Garuk. So we'll keep Bala. Do I keep the land in too? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be mana number 9. Yeah, I guess I'll keep them both because I get the draw off Maze Mind Toma as well. Does he have like an Into the Story in his hand? Well, didn't want to draw that though. Alright, so let's play Bala. He counters this, we'll play Yorion. What do I want? I think I want Shark Typhoon. Something he can't counter that I can just cycle and create a body. Obviously, if he has Eliminate, that he doesn't really care then. Drown on the Rock, sure. Alright, let's try Yorion. See if this results. We got 2 down. Essence Scatter. That sucked. Alright, 2 drowns down. 2 more to go. I versed a bit of Food and Teamer when I tested your Yorion deck. How did it go against Food and Teamer? Against Teamer? the team of ramp decks, it should be really good because you have so much counter spells. Oh wow, he's just going all out into Krabby. Krabbies! I got very unlucky versus Teamer. They always top deck Ultimatum. That is the bad one. Alright, I have to correct this in case he mills my last land. We got a lot of black. I guess we'll grab green. Yeah, if they top deck Ultimatum, that's the only bad part is when they top deck like Ultimatum off the top. But you gotta try and play it so you can hold up a counter spell just in case that happens, you know? So -1. Get rid of 3 crabs. Let's scry. Hopefully he doesn't have like the 1 or 2 Blood Chief Thursday play. I mean, he drew a lot of cards, so I'm sure he does. Yeah, he's highlighting my guy, so he probably does. Oh wow, he doesn't. Okay. Sure, I'm just playing it wrong. Feels like you can't mess up a scry or mulligan or just lose. It is one of those decks where it's going to take time to understand and get better at it, but the more you play it, the easier it'll get for sure. The more you play, for sure, it'll get much easier. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to... I feel like I want to exile in case he has another Adium's Awakening, so if I do -3, it would probably be better. I do lose these, but I don't really care since my 2 ballas... Okay, he's just going to concede. Never mind then. All right, so we do have Midnight Clock. Bring those in. Disputes, negates, oozes. The fairies are kind of slow here. Garuk is very slow. Ugin slow. Ashiok slow. Solemn slow. Shadow's Verdict is good. Extinction's fine here. We have tons of removal. Wilt is bad here, actually. That's just pretty much a cycle. I'd rather bring in Murderous Riders. It's another removal at instant speed. Interesting. I'm actually going to try bringing this in Ashiok's Erasure, because if I can hit into the story with this, they lose all their draw power. Right? Enters the battlefield, exile target spell. Your opponent can't cast spells with the same name as exiled. When it leaves the battlefield, they get to get it, but they don't have anything to remove enchantments. All right, so what else am I cutting here? Maybe 1 extinction. Yeah, 81's fine. Yeah, just keep playing it. Keep putting some runs in it. You'll get better at it. You'll end up becoming pretty natural. Control is definitely a different type of deck to get used to versus a tap out deck or a mid range or something like that. All right. I guess I get to get blue with the Fabled Passage. So if I do this turn 1, do this turn 2, but I still need black mana too. I'm gonna mole. I think I could do better, maybe. Oh, I didn't do better. I'm like, I did not do better. Never mind. I guess we put... Yeah, I guess we put this to the bottom. This is what happens to you. Hopefully that doesn't always happen, but yeah, there's times where that could just easily... That just, yeah, there's not much you can do when you draw like that. So he's gonna mill this. Don't care if he mills this, actually. He's just gonna play a land and mill it, so... The oozes we bring in so we can exile our own graveyard. But Midnight Clock, alright, that we wanted to keep. Well, there's another card we can exile, I guess. So I wonder if he kept in his some of his removal or not. Well, I guess he did. Okay, I guess he did. Well, well, well. Kept in his removal against a interesting. All right. So let's put a stop at our end step. See if he wants to. Ooh, that's actually fine. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. Force him to try to crack because we left it on top. And then when he does, we hardest act it. So I left it on top. So that's going to force him to crack it. And then when he cracks it, we could do this. That way we don't lose our card anyways. You gotta make sure to put that stop there just in case. Extinction's fine because we do not want this in play as well. Otherwise, just, I mean, it's a reoccurring threat, but still. All right, so what are we doing here? Am I throwing a Teferi into a counter spell? Maybe. Yeah, let's see. Let's throw a Teferi into a counter spell. Yep. Better that than Omen or Extinction at the moment. Got a priority what cards are going to be better for us. So let's scry. Omen of the Hunt. Ramps me? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is after sideboards. This is game 2. I won game 1. Probably can't see it because of this little thing on the bottom, but I won game 1. 1, 2, 3. I could play this. No. I think it's slow. We'll bottom it. So that's good for us if we can get a counterspell. If we get like a negate or something off the top with Omen or something, or maybe a dispute actually, if we because we might need an untap land here. Oh no, there's the dispute. I was gonna do it too. I was gonna play the Omen before attackers, but all right. Now we can't. If we get negate, it doesn't work because this comes in tapped. Unless it's like land negate off on the top, then Shark Typhoon. I think we keep them both. Like a Shark Typhoon for 4? He has 3 cards in his hand. Or I can Shark Typhoon for 3. I think doing Shark Typhoon for 3 is fine too, actually. I don't want another land in my hand anyways. So what can you play? Keep having a pause here. And I drew a land, I guess, anyways, so... Good thing then I didn't do... If he has another Soaring Thought Thief, I guess we just... Well, that's bad for us too. I'm surprised though, he kept Heartless Act and same with Crab. Against a Yorion deck, I'm not really sure that does anything. So let's go grab a Swamp. Oh, I forgot to put in stuff against Rogue. So after this, I will fix the sideboard. Since I'm in green, I can easily put a bunch of good cards against Rogues. And I'm in black. I have Cling as well. The Spider, Crab, Eliminate. Wow. He kept in all his removal. Interesting. That's quite interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So I guess he has Drown on the lock then. Alright. I mean, if you have Drown on the lock, play it, right? If he has Soaring Thought Thief, he wins, I guess, as well. Yep. Why didn't you just counter it, opponent? Why didn't you just counter it? Alright, so he keeps in his removal, which is interesting. I mean, I don't think I'm changing anything anyways. Like, keeping his removal. I mean, I don't even run that many creatures. So, yeah, we're just gonna run it back. Boogon! Interesting sideboard you brought in. Alright, we're on the play. Oh my gosh. 0 lands. Oh yeah. Well, we'll keep this. Bottom the Garuk. Sure. Guess I put this on black because of extinction. Play the tome. Since we mold again, we need to do this anyways. Eliminate. And yeah, that was 2 good cards. 2 good cards. One to the bottom. Do I want to scry here? Nah. Well, maybe. I want to draw cards here. I mold again. I need to do card advantage against rogues. I'm only taking 1 anyways. Let's grab a green mana so we can play this in case that happens. We don't have a double blue spell. So we don't need a blue. We don't have a double black spell. We don't need black mana. So, and we have 2 of these, so we're just gonna do that. There's our black anyways, I guess. And there's that. Alright, so we're gonna play this. Cycle for 1. Try to block this. And then... Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, we're gonna try to cycle for 1. Block this. And see what happens. He might mill me enough to where he could probably make this strong enough. And then the 1 block. But we're gonna try to cast this, so... So what could he play? So if he plays, the only card I think he could play is obviously play this, so let's try it. Cycle for 1. Oops. Oh man, I forgot it puts a card in the graveyard. Darn. Oh, forgot about that. That was a punt. Completely forgot. It put a card to the graveyard. The cycle put a card to the graveyard. Yeah, I don't see us winning now. Because I just play this and it gets countered. Oh my gosh, he didn't have no counter spell. What does he have in his hand? He didn't have a counter spell. And he didn't have a removal spell either. Because he would have done it at end step. It just quickly passed. What's in his hand? Well, he does have a removal spell, but then why didn't he use it? What's up, Hector? Alright, we're just going to chump block here. Try to preserve our life a little bit, I guess. I'm so lost about what this opponent has and is doing. Alright, we're gonna try it again. I mean, he kept in all his removal, so I guess we just lose or something? I don't know. Okay. Chwardy's Disruption. I don't want to attack because maybe his hand is just like a bunch of negates. What does he have in the graveyard? Nothing. So Loris doesn't do anything. So maybe I play Clock and force like a negate or something here. Alright. I'm assuming that's what his hand is full of. It's like mystical disputes and negates and stuff. Sure. Because these were resolving instantly. So that's my only guess. Skyclave is sure. I mean, this is holding him off, so no, let's first do this. Now we can even call out even, I guess. Let's grab a blue mana. We call out even and get rid of these two. Gain 4 life here. Omen, dispute. Oh my, oh no, it didn't. Okay. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, it tapped all my blue mana, but it didn't. Negate. All right, let's try and dispute. This is odd. We obviously can't call odd. Mystical dispute. Wow, I'm 1 mana shy. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right. See, his hand was, I told you, a bunch of negates and mystical disputes. Do I even want to play this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I attack, he just blocks with Death Touch, so I can't attack. And I just gotta hope he doesn't draw a Adrenaline Lock or Into the Story, I guess. I bet he drew Adrenaline Lock. I bet you he drew Adrenaline Lock. Yeah, I'm taking 4. Well, I didn't need those two, so no blocks. What'd you draw? That you attacked with Guild Enforcer. Rune Crab? That doesn't do anything. Alright. This can't block, so that's kind of surprising that he attacked with that. Let's bring a beast, then I could block. Yeah, I was like, let's put a beast out, and then we could block the Guild Enforcer. Woo! Alright. We just beat rogues there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright. Shoot me now, please. Shoot me now, please. Let's see what you're running. What you running? Alright. So he took a mulligan. He's not revealing anything. We have an Omen. And we have a Solemn. I guess we keep because we have a 2 mana and a 4 mana play. And he's not revealing a what the heck? Oh, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. What the hell? Is it this? Yeah. Okay, so he's playing Gruul. I'm assuming that worked. Drew another land. That sucked. Brushfire, yep. I have a lot of removal. I hope I draw my removal or not. Or not. Let's just draw more lands. Okay. Hmm. At this point, no. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. All right. It's true. Yeah, the scavenging ooze. Well, I have 4 extinctions in the deck. I don't need either one of these. And a Shadow's Verdict. That is not what. Oh my gosh, deck. Please stop. Please. Please stop, deck. This is so unreal. What the heck? What is it on? Oh, that was weird. That was what? What just happened? Mm, Extinction was a good draw, but was it? I guess. I mean, I guess I have to call even here. I could also. I could also just play Solemn and use it as a blocker, and then play Extinction, I guess, and call Odd on his next turn. Yeah, let's do that instead. All right. Well, we put 3 cards to the bottom. Don't think I want those at the moment. Oh, but I'm playing Solemn, so it thins my deck out regardless. Never mind. All right. So I think I'm gonna play Solemn here. Use it as a chump blocker. So play Solemn. He probably has a Bone Crusher in his hand, I guess. I should have thought about that, but take action. Let's grab a yeah, it doesn't matter. Black Source. Yeah, he has Bone Crusher. I should have thought about that. Oh, he doesn't. Wow. All right. Well, we're taking Questing Beast, I guess, too. So we're taking. No. Interesting. Why is. Oh, he has an Amber Cleave! Opponent has Cleave! 3, 4, 5. So he puts it on this. It's 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna try to force. Yeah, I'm gonna try to force him to put it on the Brushfire, but put it on Brushfire. Put it on Ooze or Brushfire. Thank you. Now I can Extinction. Oh no, I can't Extinction even. If I Extinction even, my Solemn goes away. But I have to, right? Like that sucks. But and that doesn't do anything. Yeah, it wasn't in the graveyard. All right, so we attack and then we Extinction even, I guess. That sucks. I lose my Solemn though. I know. Just don't have a hasty boy. That's not a hasty boy. We're fine with that because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to 7. We can make it 4, 4. Pass. So let's thin the deck out again. 1, 2, 3. I guess we have blue and black a lot of, so I guess we'll just grab green. We have plenty of blue and black here. My turn. Okay, all right. That was a good draw. I'll take it. Can kill this Scavenging Ooze. Question here, though, is... Do I risk and add this to my hand, or let's see if I play that, I can cycle for 3. No, I can't. Okay, we're gonna wait a turn. Equip it, sure. Pass 1, 2. We can do it for 5. He'll tramples over for 1. We get to kill the ooze though. No, we have to eliminate. Maze Mind Tome? Can't believe I'm just like hanging on by a thread here. I gotta pass. I gotta make a big Shark Typhoon here. I'm not dead. I'm at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make a 6/6, I guess. I'm dead if I kill this, I guess. No, stop drawing lands. Stop drawing lands, Dak. Stop drawing lands, Dak. I'm gonna grab Yorion here and just play Yorion and blink the Omen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, I've drawn so many lands and I'm still able to keep up this much against him. No attacks, obviously. I gotta keep both. I have no idea how that happens. I still don't know how to do it. So you can equip it. Ugh, great henge. Why you do this to me? Have to double block. He gets kill. It doesn't get to kill both. He only gets to kill one. Henge is how much mana? 6, right? Henge. So I can minus. No, it costs 6. No. I mean Embercleave. Embercleave costs 6. So I can. Okay, yeah. Luckily, I main deck Wilt, but I don't have it on top, so. What's in the graveyard? Put this back into your hand. Oh my gosh, I'm still alive! I'm still alive! I can't attack though. Yes, he drew a land. Oh, thank goodness! Oh my gosh. This is. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow! I did! Holy moly! Holy moly! I came back from that. So I went through 25 cards in my deck. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of my 25 were lands. Oh my gosh. I won on 10 with 10 cards on turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On turn 12, I won with 10 cards. That was crazy. All right, so let's see. Let's go sideboarding now. So we bring in the 2 riders. Ashout's Erasure is really bad here. Epiphany is not bad because I could bounce the henge or stuff like that. People are working. All right, Hector. Epiphany's not bad. Shark Typhoon, I think. Sharkies are not good here. Maybe I just cut all the Sharkies. I did win with the shark there, but it's slow. All right, we're gonna try that. Now that was a game. That was a game, boys. That was a game. All right. We're gonna keep. Grab black. Play forest. Play tome. Play forest. Or what am I saying? Forest. Play swamp. Play rider. And there's our blue mana, anyways. So we have all our colors. Am I using all the Bob Ross lands? I am using all the Bob Ross lands. I like the unhinged lands, but when it builds the deck for me, it just makes the Bob Ross lands. All right. What's next? Come on. So you have a Bone Crusher in your hand because there's a pause here. So grab Swamp. So he has a Bone Crusher in his hand. So you gotta. Ooh, another Rider is not bad. Why is the heck was that? Why was there a pause there? Does he have it on full control or something? Is my opponent playing full control? Hmm. All right, what you got? You got questing bees? All right, we have to kill it. Uh, probably. So I'd rather take 2 than take 4 here. Hard casting Bone Crusher, sure. I think I have to kill this, right? Because he could have a henge here. Plays henge, that's like infinitely bad for me. Yeah, I have the force in my hand right now, and it's just trash. Um, so he hard casted it. I'm assuming. Ugh, does he have? I guess I'm gonna just take the risk and hope he doesn't have it then. Take action. We'll grab a blue. Yep. This is ladder. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 6 mana. I could play this. No, I can't. Do I take 4 here? Play the Murderous Rider, and then I could double block. Oh my gosh, you're playing a Scoot Squirm deck. I'm gonna take 4 here. Yeah, if he has Embercleave, he has Embercleave. He has Embercleave. All right, so we're gonna have to try to use this. We'll keep that. We're gonna have to start using this to start gaining life. Because I'm gonna get hit for 10 here. No attacks. All right. So hopefully Murderous Rider will start gaining us some life. I could hardly sack this guy. If he has another Bone Crusher, we lose, I guess. Because we'll go down to 2. Shatter. Wow. Guess we're going down to 2 then. Omen. 1, 2, 3. Play this. Play this. That's fine, I guess. We'll keep Omen. So let's play the Omen first. Grab a land. Take action. Grab, I guess. No, we have green here. We have black. We have blue. Yeah, green. Yeah, I would probably mute it. No. I would throw it Scoob because you draw a card anyways. That's fine. Then you have other creatures in your hand anyways. Then you can just keep going with creatures. Yeah. You already have Henge in play. Because you... Yeah, but no, that technically does something now too. You draw a card. If you mutate, you don't draw any cards. Mutate is not cast. Is not coming into play. All right. Let's scry. Garuk is a fine and dandy card. I feel like I should. If you have permanents in play, yeah. No attacks. I feel like I should do it now in case. I'm just gonna do it now in case he draws Bone Crusher. Then I can't respond. You know. Let's just gain the 4 life now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Like I said, you have the other creatures, and you're gonna keep drawing cards. It's Vivian. So 1, 2, 3. Kill this. Attack that. I feel like I just have to kill every single creature he throws out. So if I do this, kill this, attack this for 2. Yeah, let's do that. Play Garuk. Destroy target creature. Okay, that's good, I guess, to kill this later on. Since I have Blood Chief Thirst, there's no point of attacking this. But what is this blocking anyways? All his creatures that have haste, I can't block, so we'll just do that. The Vivian effect. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I've never done it that way, so I don't know. He drew Questing Beast. Jeez. All right, run it back. Run it back. You kill Vivian. No, he could still counter target, or no, counter target creature. So yeah, it's still a creature being casted. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If that's lethal, you're gonna go for it, aren't you? This, wow, I just molded into a worse hand. Sultai because of like shark typhoons and stuff like that. You need the counter magic as well. I I guess we're gonna keep it because we need the land and the scries. Yeah, true. I can't believe I lost that last one. I was coming back. It's coming back, and then I lost. But all right, let's see if we can win this one then. Take one. Fine with taking one. He has an edge wall. That sucks. Extinction. That's pretty good though. Primal Might to kill. Oh, I don't know. That seems kind of wasteful. But what are you gonna do next turn? So you're gonna be at what, 4 mana? So Extinction on. I would just just do the forest and make a food, I guess. Yeah. All right. So we're playing Gargaroth. Let's see if we can use Gargaroth to win the game. And then turn 6, we have a Garuk. All right. So let's go grab blue because we need double blue anyways here because we need Yorion. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe they play that +1/+1 card instant speed. I don't know how much it costs. All right. We got Gargaroth in play. Let's see if this is good enough to win us the game. Probably not, but let's see. If he's attacking, then we're definitely blocking this idiot because this is just going to be hinged. And so he puts it on this. He hits us for 12. Do I gain life here? Or do I create 3 3s? I feel like I gain life. Sure, let's go to 19. We know you have Embercleave. Yes, bring it out. I'm taking 12. That's fine. That's why we gain 3 life. You didn't have to attack with a token. That was a misplay on your opponent. All right, now we play Garou. Kill this Kazoo tag. I guess just hold back. You're a late game deck, aren't you? Not a early game. Oh, but he is stuck at 2 mana. But oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, lay back. You could then go for it. Attack. All right, so we have Vigilance, Reach, Trample. We get to kill this card and then kill this card. Love Struck, that's fine. I think we got this, boys. I think we got this. All right, let's attack first. Attack Vivian. Yeah, it's a 4-drop. So you can send 4 to block, which is fine. Then I'll kill this. All right, well, then I guess we just kill this anyways. Has Trample. And then we'll Yorion our Garuk back. Yes! Victory! We just beat Gruul, boys. We just beat Gruul. All right, let's keep running that. Let's try this. Keep running the Sultai Yorion. Sultai Yorion. What's going on here? What's going on here? All right. Tap 1 for the win. All right, tap 1 for the win. I gotta keep. Unfortunately, I gotta keep. We got 3 lands. We can cycle a Shark Typhoon. So we have a draw power. We have 2 removal and a top curve. We have to keep this. Dun, 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 dun. Guess it doesn't really matter. Looks like we're playing against. Guess we're playing against Rakdos here. So maybe we ditch this and then use this to exile his graveyard. I got punished for playing the Fable Passage. Got punished for playing the Fable Passage. Darn. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll go on search now. I was waiting to see what I draw, but I'm going to go grab Graying. Alright, Maze Mind Tome. Oh, he doesn't have Shredding Sails. Let's put a stop here because I do need lands. That's a cool land.
I need a land here. I'll take that. Does he have Bone Crusher or Shredding Sails in his hand? Nope, he has Shredded Sails. Okay, well. Shredded Sails it is. Alright, we're just gonna cycle this, I guess, for one. Because we don't have any permanents in play anyway, so Yorion's not gonna do much here. I mean, it looks like he's missed. That's perfectly fine. Oh, he's the big red deck. No, he's not Cruxa. Okay. He's the Ugin deck. So guess we still cycle here for one. We need to draw lands, otherwise our curve is not gonna do much. Alright. Could have actually just waited here. Since I'm playing this. Let's just draw here and then scry. Solemn Simulacrum. No. Solemn Simulacrum. I got Omen technically for my land. Alright, we're gonna bottom it. Well, that's so he's gonna cast Ugin next turn. I need to draw something against Ugin then. I need a land. An untapped land would be nice. What does he have? Another Shredded Cells? Well, that wasn't an untapped land. All right. Damage. We're gonna extinction here. Call even. No. What are you trying to draw? Everything you play either plays at instant speed or flash. Yeah, kill off his otherwise he's gonna keep gaining life. Unless you're trying to mill him. Alright, so that resolves. The Planeswalker can only destroy creatures. So I'm not going to use this because I could use this and use this in the same turn. So I'm just gonna pass here, draw. Okay, so play that. I could grab Yorion to my hand here, play Omen, but I think it's better to play Omen and use Mace Tome instead. So I'm just gonna pass. This the deck I'm playing against is it's technically the mono red Ugin deck, but they put in black for their sideboard cards like Duresses and stuff like that. Duresses, Agonizing Remorses, and whatnot, but it's an Ugin deck. Alright, so let's go grab a land. He refilled his hand with all those Mace Tomes, which kind of sucks for us. Let's draw a card. Ashiok is a way to kind of deal with Ugin for the time being. But I don't think he's going to cast Ugin here unless I do something. But I also need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put this on blue. Grab Yorion to hand. Play Omen and use Tome. And then next turn we could blink. We could blink a lot of stuff. We main deck wilts. We're not drawing any of them. We would have got rid of these in the beginning. He's digging for Ugin so hard here. I know he has it. He's just not going to cast it. There's nothing on my side of the field for him to cast it on. So let's draw first, and then we'll scry. think you can do it for 0, but I don't know. I barely played that card. Yeah. All right. So do I want the land and the forest? I don't think I want the forest because I have mystery here. So I'll take the omen, Gargaroth. All right. So let's play the wait. Yeah, let's play the omen. Do some shenanigans again. Solemn is actually fine because Ugin can't exile it. So we'll take Solemn. We'll cast the Solemn here. So now if he plays Ugin minuses, we're fine because it doesn't exile this. So he's going to have to plus this, take action. Let's grab... Let's grab black. No, I don't want to get rid of this because I could Yorion blink it. So I don't want to get rid of this. And I don't want to get rid of these because I have Yorion. So I don't want to get rid of any of my permanents currently. Well, I guess he has a Scorching Dragonfire. That's one way to get rid of Solemns. Yep, see, we knew he had Ugin. Maybe we should have just done this so that way we could have got value here, but all right. Yeah. Now we lost some value there. I guess we should have just done that and then done the Solemn the following turn maybe. I think it was better to Omen, Scry 2, and then draw. Well, sort of and not really, because if I'm going to Scry 2 and keep both cards on top, I'm drawing those cards regardless anyway, so why Scry them in a sense? You know what I'm saying? We have Shark Typhoon. We have 4 Shark Typhoons and Ugin in our deck that can deal with this, but we're not drawing any of that. No, we have 2 Ugins and 4 Sharks, so like, just need to draw something, but apparently that's not going to happen here. So I'm gonna play this because I don't think, well, he could have like Heartless Act though. I wonder why he's not. Why is he not cracking these? Can he like blank these or something? Yeah, so that's why I rather see, like, if I'm going to keep the 2 cards, why am I going to draw the 2 cards? I'd rather draw the card and then scry because I could see if I don't want the other card. Oh, I was talking to Hector. I was talking to Hector. All right, to kill Ugin. So we cast Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cast another Gargaroth. All right, so one of his tomes are down. Two, 4, 6 cards. Hmm. Join them. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Nope, I do Guild Enforcer. No, I do the Guild Enforcer because it mills more cards. What the heck? Did my opponent just leave or something? Because now, okay, there it is. Wow, X equals 12, or does 12 damage, sure. Zols. I guess I'm gonna play Gruul next. Let's draw a card. Teferi. Well, that's good, because now we could get rid of some of our dead cards. We can get rid of these. Discard that. Go ahead. Two, 4, 6, 7 card. All right, opponent. What does our opponent have? He's taking a long time here. Oh, there's this other Ugin. Okay. All right, so Ugin number 2 just about to be down. 30 cards to my 47, so I'm winning there. Okay, so let's draw a card first. That's not what I want. Let's Omen. Shark Typhoon and that's actually both good, but Shark Typhoon is not good right now. Actually, they're both good right now, too, both. All right, draw. 3, 4 black. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. We still need blue. Blank these. Give them another turn with this. Comes back. Do some scrying. Oh, okay, double extinction. Do not need. Another Teferi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can cycle for 5 and kill this. There's his tome number 3. Or we could use Bala and grab Blood Chief. One to the bottom. Draw a card. Bala Extinction. All right, I guess we're just gonna cycle Shark and hope to kill it that way then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he has a removal. Target card from your graveyard to your hand. Blood Chief. Play Blood Chief. Destroy this. I can't believe I still haven't drawn my Wilt yet. Go ahead and even if yeah, let's go ahead and play this. What am I playing? Sultai Yorion. Yep, full planeswalker. Ju. Oh, nice. How does it work? Oh, okay. This is game one. Yeah, main deck will, because it's good against a lot of decks right now. Good against Gruul, you hit Henge, you hit Embercleave. It's good against Doom, obviously. It's good against what is it, the food decks. Against the top metas, it's good currently. Draw a card. The only thing it's not good against is rogues, but you can cycle it at 2 if worst case scenario, you know. I guess I can get rid of this. Just get rid of the land. Because I can eliminate this at endstone. Cast the Bone Crusher. I'll kill it. Wilt this. He's down to 3 cards. Yep. So we get to Wilt, Eliminate, and Garruk in the same turn. My turn. Oh, that sucks. I drew another one, though. Alright, let's cast Garruk. Actually, I should have just done... No, we're going to create creatures. Create bodies. Let's kill this. Let's kill this. Then we get to use Maze Tome at end step here to draw a card. And we have double Ashiok in our hand. We got rid of 2 Ugins already. 3 tomes are gone. I did not know you could do shift enter and it completely passes, so there's no priority ever being passed to you. Let's draw a card. Shark Typhoon, that's pretty good. Combat. What do you have, opponent? There's a, you have some removal. Oh, yeah, Fable Passage. Let's create more dudes. End step, cycle Shark Typhoon 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can make an 11, 11. I can even eliminate one of this, so I can emblem this. Actually, that might be even better. Wow, he doesn't want to kill my Maze Tome. Oh, he drew something to kill Garruk. Ugin. Alright. Alright, -6, I guess. So I could create 11, 11. Let's draw first. Let's create a 9, 9, I guess. Kill it. Kill Ugin. Hopefully Ugin number 3 here. 34 to 23. It's Ugin number 3 down. Ugin number 3 is down. Play Castle, play Gargaroth. Then we hold up Omen, Tome, and Wilt. And I guess eliminate. 21, 18. We're 3 minutes behind. Shadow's Verdict, who cares? Draw a card. Do some more action. He has too much mana. That does nothing now. That does nothing either, though. Let's draw. What the heck? Looking at my graveyard? 1745. All right, attack. Draw a card, I guess. Let's play Solemn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take action. Play this. Grab another land. Take action. Play blue. All right. We're just like grinding this Ugin deck down. Take action. No, I'm already in diamond. This is my fun deck. Yeah. Sack this. Don't need either one of these trash cards. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Another extinction. Okay. Draw. I think we have one last land in the deck, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Guess Ashiok. Yes, opponent. I have nothing but endless planeswalkers. I'm aware of this. Is like when I casted Ashiok, he kind of paused, like, "Oh, really? Another one?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's just the endless supply of planeswalkers." Bone Crusher. Yep. Oh, I should have killed it. No, I messed up. Now you can cast his Bone Crusher. If I would have killed my own token, then he wouldn't have been able to put that in the adventure zone. Okay. Well, misstep. Slight misstep. Odd. Shift enter. Save some time with that method. 1635, 19. So we made a little bit of time. That's why I kept these eliminates in my hand. Don't need lands. What does he have exiled? Nothing that I care for. There's Ugin. There's Ox. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got it. I have eliminate for that, so I'm not afraid of it. And in red and black, you can't counter eliminate. And you're at 16 cards left in your deck, so you'll deck out before I do. I have 21. And these mill more cards actually too, so I could deal with your fourth Ugin as well. Ox, interesting. Okay. Oh, because he had 2 Ironcrag feats, and that makes sense. That makes sense, opponent. Well, if I attack, it mills you 4 cards, so you go down to 9. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. There's nothing in the grave or exile that I want. 16 to 17. I've made a lot of time against him now. Only down 1 minute versus when I was looking at the clock, we were down 3 minutes. I wonder what he has in his hand. He's thinking. He's a pondering.
Shatter Skull, you got it. Look an Extinction odd here. Sure. Maybe he's playing a different game. All right, so we bring in Negate, Disputes, Erasure, Epiphanies, Riders. I have 2, 4, 7, 10, 2 Ugins, 2 Garuks, 3 Ashioks, 3 Teferis. Jace doesn't do anything in my deck, really. I mean, I could, but it doesn't really do much. So cut those. I think that's just the win condition, though. Jarruk. Yep. Maybe I don't need cling. The draw effect. It helps Ashia. Yep. Guess this technically does what this does, so maybe I don't need these. All right, we'll do that. We'll run it like that. M21, I have no idea. You look it up. I don't know. This guy is sideboarding. Taking some time to sideboard. Tap 1 for the win. There you go. That was a match, man. That took forever against the Ugin deck. Now it's only game 1. Why are you buying packs? You're just trying to draw Garuk? Oh, okay. Take that gem. All right, we'll keep. We have a dispute. He probably has the rest in the year, but you know, it is what it is. Went to the top, so it's probably like duress or agonizing remorse. Let's cry. Omen of the Hunt. Don't think actually. Yeah, we'll keep it. It ramps me. I could technically do a turn 4 Gargaroth. Technically, I could do a turn 4 Gargaroth or Gargoyle, whatever it's called. He has a Mace Tome. Oh, he has Shade. Oh, he brought in creatures, a bunch of creatures, huh? That could hurt me a little bit now. Let's put this. Sure. Agonizing remorse. Yep. I knew he was gonna bring in like duresses and remorses. That was like obvious. Now, what is he gonna take here? I can have, I mean, I have a turn 3 play regardless. And then if he doesn't take Gargaroth, I have a turn 4 Gargaroth because I play this, and then that would be the double green. The only thing I have to worry about here is like an Iron Fleet Craig into a Ugin, I guess, next turn. Jeez, he's thinking about this. He's a pondering. He's gonna take a dispute. Yep. So he may have the Craig then here. May have Ugin Craig. Well, that was a good draw then. If he has Ugin Craig, I just drew negate. Sounds good to me. I may have to take an additional 6 life just so I can protect this guy. So take action. Let's grab black. To fairy. So I play this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6, and this would be 7. Then that would be able to do it. Sure. I'm gonna take 4, 7. That's fine, I guess. Yep. But then that also takes this whole turn, and then I can cast this and start creating 3/3s to block this. Just gotta hold up negate for the Iron Feet into a Ugin, or just a straight Ugin later on. Well, we have to negate this. Because otherwise he's just gonna take Gargaroth or the negate, I guess, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do 4 in this, but that seems bad. I'd rather just cast this. And put him on Ugin and Iron Feet. Murderous Rider's not bad. We can kill Ugin now. Just cast Gargaroth. Let's hope he doesn't have removal for this guy. Probably has Heartless Act. There's a pause here, so Bone Crusher or Heartless Act. Darn. He kept in that. That's kind of interesting, though. The only creatures we played against him last game was Solemn and Gargaroth. Okay, interesting. Well, we can't play around what our opponent does from time to time like this. We might just be dead, too. And straw. Go grab something here. I think we need another black. Let's see if I play to fairy, that leaves me up mana. Yeah. I guess I discarded this. Yep. I mean, that they take life, but it's at instant speed, so that's why. I could fizzle this and then kill this with the Rider. But then I died to Bone Crusher. Maybe I should have rethought that. Maybe I should have just kept the... Yeah, I should have kept this. Kill this and fizzle this, maybe. I'm dead to Bone Crusher here. If he animates the land, that is. Alright, so you animated the land. Kill this. We fizzle this. Dead to Bone Crusher. Alright. We're dead to Bone Crusher. Can't play around that. Let's see if we could draw a negate. If we could draw a negate, maybe we survive. That actually doesn't work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That does not work. If we have 8, it doesn't work either. The Skyclave is just wrecking me right now. 1250, 13. Well, I guess I gotta keep in more removal, creature removal, since he's bringing in Skyclaves. Yeah, Bone Crusher, he just plays it, right? Because we have 1 mana, so I guess he doesn't have Bone Crusher here. Maybe I should have done that last turn. I should have done that to get it up to 2 and then up to 3. So if I'm gonna do it anyways, could have just discarded whatever I drew. Yeah, that probably would have been. Oh, that sucks. He brings in Cruxes as well. Okay. You have another Crux, so you got it. Or if you can get a card in the graveyard, you got it without paying mana. Yes, thank goodness this is the colorless mana. Skyclave Shade, sure. Alright, well that's not a good card, so let's draw. Let's discard that. I can destroy one of them, draw a card. I think I have to. Let's destroy one. One, two, three, four. We have 5 mana. We can do blinking this, blinking this, blinking this. No, it comes with 3 regardless. Alright, we're gonna do that. We could discard Teferi, I guess. Or is it just better to do this? Blank, blank. I guess blank. Sure. No attacks. Take action. Grab green. Put another counter on clock. It's almost about to resolve. Get a refill our hand. Skyclave, you got it. He only has 1 card in his hand, which is good. He could bring out Cruxa out, which is fine, but he has to exile his Skyclave. And then we can just discard this so we don't die from it. And then if he brings out this, we can also then kill it with Garruk. Heartless Act, that's fine. Now we know what exactly is in his hand, so we don't have to worry about anything currently. My turn it goes to 10, and then on his turn it goes to 11. I can use the effect to make it go to 12. Let's draw a card first. I guess we discard this. Yep. We can kill this now. Draw a card off it. Let's draw first, see what happens. I guess doesn't really matter. We'll discard this. We'll kill this. Play. Oh, do I just want to use the effect? I feel like I would just want to use the effect, but let's cry first. Blood Chief. No. No attacks. Go ahead. We're at 2 life. If he draws Cruxa, we lose the game. But otherwise, he has 3, 6, he has 7, or Bone Crusher, we lose the game. Bone Crusher or Cruxa, we lose the game. Otherwise, we have complete control of the field here. Or I should say the game. Because this is going to go off, and then we're going to draw a card. We're going to actually not draw a card. We're going to draw our hand back. Okay. No, there's a pause here. What's the pause here for? Okay, okay. Shark, I didn't draw anything there. Oh, we won!
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're gonna refill our hand completely. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna draw for a turn, make it 8, use the Teferi. Like there's just, there's just too much here. So this deck is currently, I believe, like a 90% win rate. We haven't played that many matches with it yet, but we have a 90% win rate with this deck.
Hey. All right, so you guys just saw some of my matches. We played against 3 of the 5 meta decks and we beat them. We even played against the red-black ramp Ugin deck. The black is there just for removal and hand disruption. And we easily just 3-4-0'd that and made it into diamond easily. After seeing what we've played against, being able to beat 3 of the 5 meta decks pretty easily. It wasn't, pretty good. That tells you pretty much that it's fairly good deck. The only decks that we didn't play against, I guess, of the other meta decks was food and ramp. And I guess control, because I mean control is kind of on the decline now a little bit, so you might not see control as much. I will include a sideboard guide for it, but you shouldn't really maybe see it as much. But yeah, before we get into the sideboard guide, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post videos weekly, multiple at this, weekly. They're all gonna have, unless it's a best of one deck, they're all gonna have a sideboard guide into how I sideboard against the decks and how I create my sideboard and what to bring in and why I bring this in and why I take that out. But yeah, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and watch out for my next videos. So let's jump right into it. So first deck we're going to make a sideboard guide against is Gruul. So if we're playing against Gruul, what we want is kind of like cheap interaction removal and then big threats to end the game, at the later stage. So early stage, we want to remove everything they can so they can't play Henge on us early. They can't ever cleave us and kill us off. And then we just drop some big threats and just win from there. So if we're playing against Gruul, what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 Heartless Act, 2 Murderous Riders, 1 Shadow's Verdict, and 1 Feed the Swarm. So once again, Heartless Axe, Feed the Swarm, and Murderous Rider is cheap removal in the early stages, with the exception of Feed the Swarm. Heartless Act and Murderous Rider is in speed. Feed the Swarm, obviously it's sorcery, but it could kill with tokens if you want, and you take 0, or you could take, kill off their Love Struck and take 3, but it's a 2-mana removal. And Shadow's Verdict, obviously, every single creature they play is 3 costs or less except for questing bees. So Shadow's Verdict should wipe their board. So once again, we're bringing in cheap removal, 1 Heartless, 1 Feed the Swarm, 2 Riders, and 1 Verdict. And what we take out are kind of like clunky stuff. So Teferi is not very good here. So we take out 1 Teferi. We leave 1 in because it could still use as a blink effect. It could draw us cards and discard, go through our deck. So we take 1 out. But the one that we take out 4 Shark Typhoons. And the reason why we take out all 4 Shark Typhoons, it's not good in this match because on turn 3, they're going to cast a Love Struck. They're going to cast a 5/5, and we're going to cycle this and create a 1/1. That's not a good trade. They create a 5/5, we create a 1/1. Not a great trade. Obviously, if you get to 6 mana and you hard cast this, then yes, this is a very good card against Gruul. But in the early stages, this card doesn't really do much because all their creatures, so you can't block Brushfire with it unless you have a 3/3 token. You can't really block Ooze because Ooze is going to be bigger than it. Love Struck's bigger than it. Bone Crusher is bigger than it. Mammoth is bigger than it. So every creature they're playing for the most part is bigger than it or can't be blocked unless it's bigger than a 2/2. So on turn 4, you're making a 2/2 to block a Love Struck or Ooze. It's not worth it. So we cut 4 Shark Typhoons, 1 Teferi. We bring in 1 Feed, 1 Heartless Act, 2 Murderous Riders, and 1 Shadow's Verdict. That's the sideboard against Gruul. Now, if we're playing against food, it's the same concept. We're trying to bring in cheap interaction removal in the early games to win with our late game. And once again, for me, that the way I do it is the exact same sideboard. I bring in 1 Feed the Swarm, and Feed the Swarm here actually is a lot better against the food deck than it is against the Gruul deck because you can kill Trail of Crumbs, and Trail of Crumbs is their big draw engine, how they recruit their hand back all the way. Obviously, Henge is there, but Trail of Crumbs, since they're a food mechanic, gets them a lot of card value, and having access to another card that other than Wilt that they could destroy and then Trail of Crumbs, it's very good. Worst case scenario, it kills a creature, kills a goose or something, or Wicked Wolf or whatever. So once again, we bring in cheap interaction removal. We bring in one Feed the Swarm, one Heartless Hag, two Murderous Riders, and Shadow's Verdict is less better against this match, but you still bring it in because they still run a lot of 3 cost or less. Obviously, they run Wicked Wolf as a 4-drop, Troll King's a 6-drop, stuff like that. So it's less powerful, but you still bring it in because they still run 3 costs, a lot of 3 costs or less. And once again, we cut 1 Teferi and 4 Shark Typhoons. Same concept. We don't want to be cycling a Shark Typhoon, making a 1/1, and then they cast a Wicked Wolf and fight it for free and kill it. Teferi is the same thing. They're kind of like a creature aggro-ish type of deck. So leaving 1 in is fine because you want to cycle through your deck. And you don't want to cut some of the other planeswalkers because they create creatures or destroy creatures or remove stuff. I could see maybe Nissa if you do, but the reason why I keep Nissa in is because if they kill Solemn or if they kill Gargaroth, I can use her effect to bring it back. So play Fable Passage, goes up to 5. Sack Fable Passage, goes up to 6. -5, bring back Gargaroth. -5, bring back this. So I keep the Nissa versus the Teferi. All right, now against rogues, if we're playing against rogues, we bring in pretty much escape mechanic, cheap removal, disruption, like counterspell disruption. So we bring in 1 cling, 2 chains, only 2 negates because you don't want to have a full package against this deck since they're running creatures. If you draw, say, negate when they already have 2 or 3 creatures on board, what are you gonna do? Like negate doesn't do anything. This is only good when you're able to counter key cards and keep some of their stuff off the field. If they have 1 creature in play, drawing negate is good because you're only gonna hit for 2, maybe 3 tops. That gives you 7, 8 turns roughly or more to draw something else. So we don't bring in the 4 negates. We bring in 2 because, like I said, you don't want to draw this when they have creatures on play. It kind of becomes a dead card unless you have a removal and you need counterspell to, back it up. But I only bring in 2. So I bring in 1 cling, 2 chain webs, 2 negates, 1 heartless act, 2 disputes, and 2 riders. The reason why I don't bring in Feed the Swarm because it's sorcery speed. I'm trying to interact with them at instant speed so they can't use their counter spells on me during my turn. So I don't bring in the Feed the Swarm here because the removal that I bring in, Renner's Rider and Heartless Act, are instant speed. Same with disputes, instant speed, negates instant speed, cling is instant speed. Obviously Chain Web is different, but it has the escape mechanic and it could kill their flyers. So against rogues, how you want to combat them is you want to combat them on their turn. So you want to play cards at instant speed. Unless they're tapped out, you just straight up kill their rogue creature. You want to combat them on their turn, so instant speed rather than your turn. So if they counter something on their turn, that means they can't either progress their board or they can't counter something on your turn that helps you out. So you want to combat rogue on their turn. Unless they're tapped out, you just kill their creature. Just keep them off creatures. So we bring in 1 cling, 2 chain webs, 2 negates, 1 heartless, 2 disputes, 2 murderous riders. And what we take out against this match is we take out 2 wilts. Obviously, they don't run enchantments or artifacts. It's useless. We cut 2 omens because we don't want to be spending 3 mana to put a land in play. We'd rather be spending 3 mana to either like destroy one of their creatures or bounce or negate or cling or murderous rider. So we don't want omen here. We also cut 1 solemn. Once again, we don't want to turn 4 cast a 2/2 when they have, and then they get to flash in a bunch of creatures. We want to keep 2 in just because we still kind of want to ramp since we cut our omens. This draws us a card too. So we still kind of want to ramp. So we keep 2 in. And it could block the Guild Enforcer effectively because the Guild Enforcer can only become a 4/2 or 5/2. It's going to have 2 toughness. So we can still block and kill the Guild Enforcer. So we block solemn. Let's see. So we take out omen. We take out 1 Teferi. It's good. It's bad. Turn 4. They might have 2 creatures. They could kill it. Only comes with 3 loyalty. It's kind of bad. We take out some of the higher end cards here. We take out 1 Garruk, 1 Ugin, and 1 Gargaroth. We take out our top curve because they're a low kind of deck. And if we just remove their early stuff, then we could win with even the few late cards we have. Shark Typhoon's very, very good against this match. So once again, we bring in Cling, Escape Mechanic, Chain Web, Escape Mechanic, 2 of them, 2 negates for counter magic, 1 Heartless Act for early removal, 2 disputes for counter spells, 2 Murderous Riders. We take out 2 wilts, 2 omens, 1 solemn, 1 Teferi, 1 Garuk, 1 Ugin, and 1 Elder Gargaroth. We don't take out obviously all this late game because then we won't have a win condition. So we take out a little bit of it so that way we can still win the game. All right, the next deck there you might see is, so you won't really Teamer Ramp, the Ugin package version, has been on a decline. I haven't seen it on the ladder for now like 2 weeks. I've seen the Teamer Obosh deck a lot, the adventure version, but not the ramp version, the Ugin version. So the sideboard guide is going to be against Teamer Obosh, not the Teamer ramp deck. All right, so if we're playing against Obosh, what I want to bring in, since we run so much removal, I also want to bring in some counter spells against Genesis Ultimatum. So I don't bring in a lot of counter spells, I just bring in some because, like I said, I don't want to draw this when they have creatures in play and then they don't need Genesis Ultimatum to win, they just win with their creatures. So against them, I bring in 2 negates, 2 Murderous Riders, 2 disputes, 1 Heartless Act, and 1 Shadow's Verdict. So dispute, cheap interaction, counter Genesis Ultimatum. They're also probably going to bring in counter spells against us, another cheap interaction to counter that. And at worst case scenario, it could counter anything, with 3 mana, unless they pay 3 mana. But it could counter their creatures also, whereas negate can't counter their creatures. So we bring in the disputes. We take out against them. We take out 2 wilts, 1 solemn, 4 shark typhoons. We don't want to be cycling this for a 1/1 when they're having 4 3s, 3 1s, 3 3s, 5 4s, 7 7s, whatever it is, and 1 Teferi. So we don't want that stuff. This is the wilt's kind of useless against them. They don't have enchantments, artifacts. 1 of this is kind of good taken out because we don't. So we keep the Omen here because it's that instant speed versus sorcery speed here. And we just bring in, the cheap interaction removal and the cheap counter spells with 2 negates, 2 riders, 2 disputes, and Heartless Act and Verdict. And Verdict obviously is very good here just because they're all odd creatures, and they're all odd creatures for the most part, 3 and less, with the exception of the dragon and the giant. So everything else is under 3 costs, so you can exile it. Now, if we're playing against Doom decks, we have a pretty, and you just saw on the match, we have a pretty good matchup against Doom. And obviously after Sideboard, it gets a lot better. So against Doom, we kind of have a lot, even though it's on, I would say it's one of the top 3 decks being played at the moment, with Gruul, and maybe I've been seeing, so it's Gruul number 1 is being played. I think your Esper, either Yorion or whatever version of Doom is the second most played deck, and then I think the third most played deck is it's a split between Rogues and Food, but being the second most played deck in my opinion, or of what I've experienced on the ladder, we have a decent amount for them. So against Doom decks, we bring in 4 negate, 1 feed, 2 disputes, 1 cling to dust, 2 riders. And so when we bring Cling, so we could stop their Dance of the Manse, it doesn't become as powerful. We bring in 4 negates, obviously they're all spells, pretty much Doom, Foretold, Treacherous Blessing, Dance of the Manse, ECD, Omens, all that. So we bring in 4 of those. We bring in Disputes, it can counter Yorion, counter all their other spells. We bring in Rider because it can kill their Skyclave Apparition, it could kill their Yorion. Worst case scenario, this is a threat. It's a 2/3 body that can attack, or they can eat this up for Doom or something. It doesn't matter, it goes back to our deck. So worst case scenario, and we have some dead cards against them, so bringing in a threat is actually fine. Well, so we do have game 1 have quite a bit of dead cards, and that's why we're also bringing in Rider. So we take out our dead cards. They're not running creatures, so we cut, with the exception of Skyclave, Omen tokens, and Yorion. So we take out 4 extinctions, 1 Shadow's Verdict, 3 eliminates, and 2 Heartless Acts. We keep 1 Heartless Act because it can still kill Skyclave Apparition, it can still kill Yorion. So we keep 1 in. Eliminate only hit Skyclave Apparition, not Yorion, so we cut all of those. And we cut our sorcery speed removal because they don't really run creatures. So once again, we bring in 4 negates, 1 Feed the Swarm. Like I said, Feed the Swarm is mainly there to destroy their enchantments. So 4 negates, 1 Feed the Swarms, 2 Disputes, 1 Cling to Dust, 2 Murderous Riders, and we cut 4 Extinctions, 1 Shadow's Verdict, 3 Eliminates, and 2 Heartless Axe. That's against 2. And the final deck, I mean, that you might see, you don't really see much of it. It was very popular about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's not very seen as much anymore now, but that's like a blue-black control deck. Maybe you might see blue-red, maybe, but it's a control deck, blue-black or blue-red, whatever, however you want to call it. You might see control, unlikely, but it's going to be out there. And since it was popular 2 weeks ago, it might become popular again in, say, another week or 2. So I'm going to put the sideboard guard for this just in case it does, you start seeing it a lot again. So we do have a lot of dead cards against blue-black control or control decks in general. So what we bring in is we bring in 1 Cling, obviously 4 negates, 2 Disputes, and 2 Riders. Cling is there just kind of draw us the card. They don't really use their graveyard, so this doesn't really matter about exiling the graveyard. It's more of to draw cards since we have dead cards, a lot of dead cards. We bring this in because we draw cards. 4 negates, it's a control deck. They're playing counter spells. They're playing pretty much, probably 90% of their deck is spells. So this counters pretty much everything. Same with Disputes, the same concept. It's a blue deck. It's a 1-mana counter spell. Murderous Riders are another win condition for us since we have a lot of dead cards. So what we take out is our dead cards, and our dead cards here are removal spells. We take out 3 Heartless Axe because the only creature that you see would be Crawling Barrens and I guess a Yorion and maybe Solemn. So Solemn already gets its effect. Same with Yorion. When they come into play, they gain their effect. So it's not really relevant for us to kill those. So we cut 3 Heartless Axe, 4 Extinctions, 1 Shadow's Verdict, and we only cut 1 Eliminate here. We keep 2 in because of the reason is because of Crawling Barrens, the land. So Heartless Axe can't kill it. Once it gets past to 2 counters on it, it can't kill it because it can only remove 3 counters, and Crawling Barrens goes up in 2. So once it hits to 4, we can never kill it with the Heartless Axe unless we have 2 of them on our hand and it's at 4 or it's at 6. Whereas Eliminate can straight up kill it, doesn't matter how many counters it has. And since Crawling Barrens and Ugin is one of their, it's their main win conditions, we keep in 2 Eliminates because of Crawling Barrens, so we just don't lose to Crawling Barrens. So Heartless Axe useless, Eliminate has some use to it. So we cut 3 Heartless Axe, 4 Extinctions, 1 Shadow's Verdict, and 1 Eliminate, pretty much our removal, creature removal. We bring in 1 Cling, 4 negates, 2 Disputes, 2 Murderous Riders. And Rider is also another way, since their win conditions, Ugin, Ashiok, Crawling Barrens, Rider deals with all 3 of those. So that's another good at instant speed. So that's why it's good. But yeah, that's the sideboard guide against the 3 or against the 6 decks that you might see on the ladder. This deck's been pretty good so far. We have like about 85 win percentage. You just saw the video where I beat Rogues, I beat Gruul, I beat Doom, I beat the Red Ugin deck. We haven't played against Blue Black. Like I said, it's kind of on the decline. We haven't played against Teamer Ramp. We beat Food. We played the standard event and we did a 4-1 or 5-1. And one of the decks was the Food deck. We beat that. We've beat multiple, Esper decks, Gruul decks. But yeah, it's like roughly an 85% win rate. It's a very good deck. You can make some slight changes here. Like I said, Juardi's Disruption, not really sure. Maybe it's just better to have another land here. I was thinking about cutting 1 Gargaroth for a main deck Yorion in the deck. So you have 2 Yorions. So there's, either cut to Fairy, maybe add another Nissa, or maybe another Ugin. There's a little changes here and there that you can do that could make the deck a little better. But this is the deck that's been working pretty good so far. I've made it easily into Diamond with it, doing pretty well in Diamond. I stopped playing the deck because now I'm testing for historics next week's MCQ, it's it's historic, so I have to stop for standard for a moment and go and focus on historic. So you might be seeing the next few videos might be historic decks instead of standard decks. But yeah, so this is the deck. Let me know how, if you try it out, let me know how it does. In the description below, you'll have the link to the deck list link, so you can port it easily to Arena. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and watch out for my next videos. Thanks for watching.